Yo, welcome to Team Rad Titan, and today we have got quite an interesting piece. We're going to be reviewing the Wolf Killer, sculpted by Eric Sosa. This is from Ithaca, it's a fan art company, and we are joined by Andy Fusco. Now, Andy was the first guy that ever brought us anything to review that wasn't sort of our own collection. He sort of helped us out by bringing us some pieces. And it's been 7 years. I'm honoured that he's going to share the seat with me and tell us a few things about, you know, the character and everything else and why he's purchased it. So stay tuned to hear what we think. Peace. How easy is that?
Yeah, but you scared me when you said the point where Andy's going to tell us about...
Yeah, but that's
I've got a Scooby-Doo. It's Wolverine, isn't it?
But they are.
He's got claws.
Do you want to say hello? Welcome back.
No.
Okay. All right, okay. All right, ready? There we go. Okay, so welcome back. So like I was saying, we're going to be going through the fan art custom Wolverine, sculpted by Eric Sosa. It's from the art, what's the guy's name?
Joe Majera, is it?
Okay, great. Mad Joe, is it?
Mad Joe.
Joe Mad Majera, yeah, okay. And, you know, this is Andy's piece. And, you know, what was it that drew you to this?
Just the musculature, I guess. Like I like the kind of the beefness, if you like, of the muscles, and the it's just a beast. Wolverine is a beast, and I thought that came across in the art concept. And
you were on this from the get go, yeah, from the very start. So you saw like a render. You saw render jumped on this straight away.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is the first actual piece I've ever seen from this company, and you know, I have to be honest with you. You know, it is well documented. You know what we feel about certain people, and I mean, I have to say right off the bat from the very beginning, this is an absolutely crazy sculpt by Eric Sosa. He has done an absolutely fucking crazy job. I was really impressed. Like as Andy was unboxing it and showing me parts, like the heads that you get, 3 heads. So the way it comes, you basically get the base, the body, each claw, so each hand basically from the top of the forearm, each blade, and then 3 heads. So really simple actually put together, apart from the fact that the actual blades, they sort of, they go one over the other, so you can mess that up, right?
Yep.
Got to be a bit careful when you're doing that. What we'll do is we'll put this on a spin, if I can find the button. There you go. Yeah, nice and slow. So what's the situation with edition size on this? What we're talking about?
I believe it's 75.
75, and there was a brown one, right?
There's a brown one as well. I'm not sure if the edition was the same one on that one.
Yeah.
But the pose on that brown one was slightly different, with the arms slightly wide apart.
I've seen that. I mean, this is funny because you're pretty much on every group. You know, you've been around since the beginning. So
I'm a veteran.
You're a veteran, exactly. So with you, this has been sort of mixed bag received, no?
Apparently so, yeah. I mean, I've seen it reviewed a few times on a couple of the groups, and again, like with any collectible, it's all down to people's perception of what they like and what they don't like. You know, many people don't like the oversized muscles. I do. And I guess that's kind of, it's what you like, isn't it?
I've got to be, I mean, when you start talking about, I mean, it's got this simplistic sort of base, which a lot of people like, especially some of the OG collectors are going to love this, because there's no distraction from that figure. And when you start getting into the figure, my God, I mean, it really is. In terms of like, for me, once you, I don't know what you're like, you're probably similar, but once you start getting into paint, you start getting into sculpt. And if the paint and the sculpt are on point, it's a win.
Yeah.
And for me, this is probably one of the best sculpted and painted Wolverines I've ever seen. It's that good.
I agree with you.
I mean,
that's why I got it.
I've
seen a few, and this just hits the nail on the head. It's perfect.
See, I kind of like the over-exaggerated. I have the Beast Mode one that was sculpted by Thiago Pravin. That was a long time ago. I can't remember, about maybe 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe. I mean, this actually seems like a real updated, almost digital version of what that is. Man, it's crazy.
But again, isn't Eric? I mean, Eric Sosa as well. He's renowned for his Wolverine.
I mean, he does a lot of Wolverines.
Well.
But what I love about this, what I really like the most, is that when someone says to me, "I'm going to do a Wolverine like Sosa," but you're expecting some similarities. There is nothing similar about this piece. No. When you start working your way up, we'll start from the base and work our way up with the. I mean, the boots. There's some magnificent texture on them boots and paint shading. It's unbelievable. You start getting into his physique, into his quads. I mean, they're just, I mean, there's muscles in there that don't exist, but I actually don't care. There's just so many.
It's just definitely, it's over-exaggerated, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's why I like it as well.
But I mean, it really, I mean, in terms of like sculpt and paint, they're it's 9s and 10s. It's that good.
Yeah.
I mean, it is crazy. I mean, what is the criticisms that are going around on this at the moment? A lot of people don't like the faces. Is it mostly that?
I think it's the exaggerated muscles. I think that's what it is.
I mean, you've read Wolverine comics. Like, I mean, Wolverine first appeared in like Hulk 181. It was a very popular comic. Goes for stupid money now. He made his appearance there, and the character's drastically changed through the years over the last 20, 30 years of being in comics.
Yeah.
I mean, there are pictures of him looks exactly like this. So the reference art is fine.
Sure.
Providing that you're actually looking at the right sort of stuff. If you're going with a classic OG Wolverine, then not so much. But in terms of like scaling and things, height-wise, this looks close to being
Pretty
right.
spot, isn't it?
I think so. What's your favourite portrait?
The one that's on there now.
You like this one? Why?
Just the. I mean, it's kind of like the expression, like he's literally going mental. The berserker, if you like,
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah.
So you start moving up past, you've got like the sort of, you've got the material on the trousers, which is really smooth, and then you've got the texturing on the boots and the pants, and actually as well with the belt and the X sign. So your eyes instantly start moving all over the place with the textures. It seems to like drag you in all different directions. And I really like the way that he's done the claws and the gloves. They're mental. It's so good.
Claws are crazy.
I mean, Alex had him a minute ago and he was scratching his bits with them. I mean, that's just Alex being Alex, but they're that good that I actually was getting quite upset. I wanted to stab him with one. But I really like the hair, because that's a really difficult one to get, the hair on the back of the arms.
Yeah, the sculpted hair is really good.
I mean, I think I liked the original XM version, which means I really shouldn't be talking about that being good or bad, because that was a terrible idea. That was quite a bad one. That was quite a bad one, man. I mean, now, what did you go for the brown? What was it about the yellow?
I'm just not a huge fan of the brown costume.
Suit.
Yeah,
no, I've got to be
just
honest.
personally, it's just a personal preference. I've always liked the traditional yellow.
The armoured sort of suit as well, isn't it? With the big shoulder pads, big metal shoulder pads on there, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go have a little change of these head sculpts over. Let's have a little look and see. Let me see. So what you have is you've got the screaming sort of portrait, angry portrait, strong magnet, very strong. Yeah, I actually was moving the body a little bit with that paw as well. I mean, that's unbelievable. The teeth, the tongue, the mouth, the structure, it's crazy. It's probably one of the best painted and sculpted mouths I've ever seen. It's crazy, absolutely. I'm gonna actually go straight into an unmasked portrait. Now, Alex wasn't too keen on this because with this particular head, his eyes are like, they're like green. He's almost got like almost white pupils, no?
I wasn't sure what actual eye colour he's got. Is it brown? Is it brown? Is it?
They are brown, yeah. I mean...
So in that case, yeah. It's
but
not,
then again,
correct,
it depends if you're going off the artwork. What do you think about this one?
It's really nice. Amazing sculpt. Again, I'll go for the preferred classic costume of the masked head all the time.
I like that though, I really like that.
Listen, I can't fault it. It's a really nice sculpt. And it goes perfectly with the...
That's
well.
That's a clean paintwork from a factory.
Amazing,
I mean, I've never seen anything else from this company, this Ithaca company at all. No. But I'm going to be paying some very close attention now after seeing this, because I think this has been executed incredibly well.
Definitely.
I mean, it's funny because we've just had like the last level Psylocke on there, and that has a massive base and a million switch outs and things. I think I'm more impressed with this, which is just crazy. Because I don't think I don't think everybody will feel the same, but I think
But that's the love of what we do. There's all different opinions and different views on what we collect.
I guess it's just balance of composition. I think that this nothing distracts you from that sculpt, that Wolverine. Really crazy, man. I'm really happy with it. I would be pleased. Is this something you're keeping? Because you're quite a hard man to please.
No, I'm more than happy. This is for me a definitive Wolverine. And trust me, I've looked for quite a few of them.
Yeah.
And I've had quite a few of them, and I think this one is the one I'm going to keep.
Give me your top 5 Wolverines you've ever seen.
I've ever seen.
Ever seen.
Oh.
Ever in your life.
Okay, so obviously the first one, the Wolverine versus Wendigo.
Yeah.
That's another fantastic one.
Do you have that?
No. Don't have that one. Can I include Weapon X?
Of course, can you, any Wolverine?
Weapon X as well.
Last level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
It's 2.
But you're talking about my favourites.
Yeah,
I don't have that many favourites.
I mean,
I'd say they're my top 3. Those two I mentioned with this one here.
What do you think of that legendary scale one? Because I actually was quite impressed with that.
Or the Sideshow.
Yeah. I thought it was not like the figure I quite liked. The lean wasn't so good than the base.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with the lean. A lot of issues with the lean.
I thought it was quite a nice Wolverine though overall.
Can't go wrong. I mean, it was nice. You know, it's the size. If you've got limited space, you're not going to.
Because it's quite wide as well.
It is quite wide.
And quite big
Again,
money.
it's another good one. It's another good one.
So, they're quite an impressive 3. Why isn't my Tiago Prava one in there? Fucker.
Oh, fuck. I told you to put him on the spot.
Right, let's have a look at this one. So this is the sort of snarling face, yeah?
This is a good one as
This
well.
one's just sort of like... I actually think this might be my favourite head with the Unmasked. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. For me, I don't think I can fault any of the execution on this at all. And I think it shows much more of the face. So therefore it is the better head sculpt.
Yeah.
But there is something slightly special needs about this one. I think so, just a little bit. There's something about it that looks... I think it's because he's got this big sort of like bulbous jaw thing. I think that is probably more of a classic. I think that's more, feels like more Wolverine for me, where this is definitely more the art. Nice though. Yeah. I don't think you can fault this though. They're all great, to be honest with you. Every single one of them is great. All right, so heard about what we think. There's no point having a crew and a team if you're not going to ask them what they think. So, what do we have to say? Johnny, do you have an opinion?
To be honest, it's not my favourite statue in the world. It looks like he's going to take a dump or he's constipated or... I don't know, I don't know, it just needs to be good shit.
That's what you feel?
That's what I feel, it just needs to take a real
It's not that he is good shit, he needs a good shit.
He just needs a good shit, and then he'll be better.
So it's the Pope. Right, anybody else? Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll give a complete counter argument to that.
Good!
I think it's fucking excellent. I think the thing is, right, you have to be a brave, group or artist to go, all right, all this is going to be is about him, right?
Yeah.
So this doesn't talk exactly to your point of, it looks like he might be taking a dump. But it does speak of, to me at least, I think the paint, the sculpts, I love this hulking version of him, this like out of control. In at least two of the 3 portraits, he's like really giving it, right? I think it's great. And I don't mind, he doesn't need to, Jay, you were talking about like Psylocke before and how that a lot of the presence of that comes from the base.
Yeah.
To me, it's just about him, and I think it's bold. I think it's awesome. I love it. I love his arms crossed in the center.
You can't make any mistakes either.
No,
because you've got no distractions. So for example, if the portrait on this is not good, and the portrait on the Psylocke is not good,
sure, you'll
forgive the Psylocke. You won't forgive this. But you will kill this because there's nothing else. You can't distract you from it.
Sure, and I could totally see him being a bit Marmite because he's quite a little caricatured. I think. Like a little.
The art style
but
is
I
like
personally like
almost cartoon caricature style.
Yeah,
but that's what the artwork is like anyway. So personally, I like the statue. I think my favourite one is the Unmasked Portrait. I do really like that. My only thing is, I mean, again, it's probably based on the art, but I would like it if the actual eyes were brown. So if the eyes
James
were
brown.
Yeah, because they're the green, I think they are there.
No, they're almost white.
Yeah.
These are white. They may be actually they're like lime green, very light green. They look white though.
No, I do think it's kind of almost Marvel versus Capcom style with that exaggerated muscle.
I hate that shit.
Look.
But this I like.
And as you were saying, I mean, I picked up the claws, and the claws were like solid. The claws were like metal, heavy as anything.
Dan Havardi, what you got?
I'm telling you, this is killer.
Yeah, I love it. Good
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a statement piece because it's Joe Madura's artwork. You can't argue with the intent, and they've seen it through. There's a purity about this statue that literally eclipses any other Wolverine I've ever seen. There's no distractions, there is no fat on the bone. That is Wolverine, and he is out to kill you. And you can't argue with it.
Mike, we got Mr. Wells.
Yeah, I think it's awesome piece.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think everything's just been done well. That's what everyone else has been saying.
You
really.
can't lose, can you, when sculpting and paint's on point?
Yeah, really nice piece.
Any criticisms?
Not really. I mean, the base is...
It's almost like PCS, isn't it? Like with their what's it, Mortal Kombat, right? Is it?
Yeah,
isn't it?
Definitely. Definitely. And but also some of the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff is the same. It's meant to fit in a line, and I think some of I don't like saying OG stuff, but I think they're collectors from the start that will never lose the romance of just a really good fucking figure on top of a base. It doesn't need to be anything spectacular. I mean, that's why things like the Hulk premium format is going for £5,000 to £7,000. It's standing on a nothingness, but the sculpt is good, the paint is good. You can't argue with what you're seeing. So, I kind of get it. Really impressive. Anything negative? Negative, nothing. Gaz, you ain't got nothing, have you?
No, what I was going to say was I agree with Alex with the Unmasked Portrait. I think that's fantastic. The shading on the actual statue is really, really good. And the question I want to ask is how the hell did the blades get through customs? Because they're like real life and they look pretty sharp. So,
you could definitely take them with us out tonight. If you got stopped, I think you'd need some answering to do. They're really. They're the business. All right, thanks. Brilliant. Anything else? Anything bad? Anything? No. Just Johnny then. Get outside. Go think about what you said.
The paint is good. I do like the paint. I'm not saying that. I just think for me, it just makes me think of someone that needs to go to the toilet.
Right. So, give me your best Wolverine. Weapon X last level.
Or what?
No. Like your favourite statue.
Phase 3 last level.
Is that a Weapon X one? Is that a Weapon X version?
No, it's one where he's like on Essential, but it hasn't come out yet.
It's just the concept. So, but that concept works for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, cool. That's what we need to know. All right, so let us know what you think. Give us your comments below, and let us know. Give me your top 5 Wolverines or top 3. Let us know where you think this ranks. I have to say, all the stuff going across the Facebook groups. There's a lot of like, oh my god, and there's a lot of oh my god, it's great, and oh my god, it's terrible. I've been blessed in my life to have seen a lot of Wolverines, and this is one of the best I've ever seen. So I have to say, if you grab an opportunity or this is something you're interested in, get it, because you will not be disappointed. Like, comment, subscribe and share. Join us on Instagram under rad_Titan. You can follow us there. And obviously, if you're in Facebook and you're in the statue sort of collecting game and you're not joined us, radtitan.com, statue collecting, join us there. Thanks, Andy, for coming and bringing it. Mad love, team. Peace.